Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to see you all here again. Are you guys ready for some fun learning time? Today we are going to be covering a topic that some may find intimidating and even scary. I'm going to be talking about math. Don't you worry if numbers are not your thing. With my guidance, you will learn about the basics in no time. Now, the basic math operations we are going to be covering are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and exponentiation. Now, to make things clear, I believe it is a good idea to show you side by side how each language deals with math. Now, you may be wondering, what are these sections right here? These are known as functions, and these ones in particular serve to display things on screen. I will be explaining more about functions in a future video, so stay tuned. As you see in the code right here, we are going to be dealing with variables with simple integer values. Remember that I mentioned integers in my last video? If you haven't watched that video, I will leave the link in the description below. Now, in this section right here is where we do different math operations. Now, something important to know is that these values within the variables will remain untouched after all these operations. We shall start our math journey with Python. Here we have the basic operations I mentioned before. Now you may be wondering what these two symbols are. Well, we could say that there are different forms of divisions. This symbol right here is the modulo operator. Now, as a review on division, we need to remember that most times a division won't be exact. In that case, we are left with the results plus the remainder, which can be expressed as the whole number or as a fraction / decimal section of the result. The modulo operator will process the division, but will put out the remainder as a result. As we continue, I want to bring to your attention the next symbol. Now, this one is just a combination of two slashes or two division symbols next to each other. This symbol combo does something that I call a sharp division. It processes the division, but it omits the remainder part. In essence, it is the opposite of the modulo's symbol operation. The final operation to showcase here is the exponential operation. Now, when we learn about exponents, we use this symbol, which is known as the caret symbol. In Python, we instead use a double asterisk to indicate an exponent operation. So in this example, this section will be equal to 2 elevated to the 5th power. You can now see the result of these operations in the output section of the IDE. Now we move on to the math operations in Java and C++. Both languages deal with math operations in nearly identical ways. As you can see right here, the math operations work the same way as in Python, but we don't see the exponential operation nor the sharp division operation. You can do those operations in these languages, but you need some extra steps. If you are going to be dealing with multiple languages, like we are doing right now, you need to be aware of the differences, as you may be required to translate programs from one language to another. Now, all the math operations showcased right here are very straightforward, but things start to get complicated when we combine them. We then have to deal with what is called order of operations. Math operations can be divided in two different levels, level 1 and level 2. Addition and subtraction belong on level 1, and every other operation belongs on level 2. Now, operations on level 1 will be treated on a first-come basis, or more precisely, from left to right. You start with operations from the left, and as you get the results, you keep doing the operations that follow. If you combine operations from both levels, the program will deal with the operations from level 2 first, and then deal with the ones from level 1. If, for example, an addition precedes a multiplication operation, the multiplication will be done first. But how will we deal with an equation that has operations from level 2? Here's where we go back to the order of operations. Exponentiation operations have precedence over division operations, and divisions had precedence over multiplication, the same way that level 2 operations have precedence over level 1 operations. In Python, where we have 3 different forms of division, they all have precedence over multiplication. But together they have left to right precedence, just like the level 1 operations. Now, there may be situations in which you have an equation, but you need to change the order of operations. This is when we take a hands-on approach. We use parentheses. Whatever the operations we encase with parentheses, they have to be resolved first. So the previous equation that we had can be modified so that the addition is done before the multiplication. So in this lesson we talked about different types of math operations. We talked about in which order we deal them with, and to be aware of the difference between languages and how they deal with math. With this, we finish this lesson. I hope this video was a great help for you all. If you like the video, don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can know whenever I post new awesome videos. I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing day and never stop learning.